Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Blood supply of kidney. Okay, so today we will be starting, not exactly starting, we have already completed it, but we will take a quick revision on this topic, that is blood flow of, or else blood supply of kidney. Okay, so let us begin. So the blood they flows into the kidney through the renal artery. Understand? So this is the renal artery. So from the heart, there is the blood circulation in the heart, no? That is cardiovascular system. So about 20 to 25% of the blood from the heart will come towards this renal artery first of all. Do you understand? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll repeat again. So the blood that is from the heart, about 20 to 25% will come first in the renal artery. Understand? Cardiac output means from the heart. From the heart, like the blood is coming and entering in the renal artery. Is it clear? First step, everyone. Is it clear or not? Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. And we will see that in this kidney, na, we have got different types of blood vessels. So blood vessels are actually what? The blood vessels are capillaries, veins, arteries. All these are the blood vessels. And inside the kidney, we will find that they are divided into larger and smaller blood vessels. Understand? Larger and smaller blood vessels means they are divided in the kidney. And we will see that the the larger blood vessels, no, that is the capillaries, veins, arteries, uh, they will form again different smaller blood vessels. Understand? And they will form unless and until they reach the nephrons. So the nephrons are located in between what? The medulla and the cortex. You remember, na? In the first semester only, I have already said. So they will form like unless and until they reach the nephrons. जब तक ये nephrons तक नहीं पहुंचेगा, ये blood vessels जो है capillaries, arteries, तब तक वो लोग form होते रहेगा. ठीक है, समझ में आया? Did you understand till here? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So we were discussing the renal artery, na? Means the renal artery. From the renal artery, blood it comes and flows. We said, na? Okay. So the renal artery, you will find that the in means next to the renal artery के बाद हम लोग क्या देखेंगे? We will see that they are divided into segmental arteries. Segmental arteries are all this. Okay, all this, 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 this. So they are like branches. You can see they are like means branches. They are the blood vessel, but they are like the branches, which helps in like what to say? Which helps in uh, giving or else passing the blood. Understand? So the renal artery, this is the renal artery, they are divided into different segments. All this, all this, all these are known as segmental arteries. तो renal artery के बाद क्या आएगा? Segmental arteries आएगा. ठीक है? ये जो है ना, ये branches के जैसा जो है, ठीक है? ये सब उसको बोलते हैं segmental arteries. तो blood यहाँ पे फ्लो हो जाएगा segmental arteries पे. So the blood will flow next to the segmental arteries. So all these are like branches type. No? So all these are known as segmental arteries. And after the segmental arteries, you will find numbers of interlobar arteries. So all these are interlobar arteries. All this, all this, all these are known as after segmental arteries. Next comes the interlobal arteries. You remember that. Okay. So the blood will flow now in all these places. It is the interlobal arteries. अंडरस्टैंड. तो ये जो सेगमेंटल आर्टरीज के बाद जो ब्रांचेस के जैसा जो दिखने वाला ये यहाँ से ब्लड फ्लो करने के बाद कहाँ पे फ्लो होगा ब्लड? इंटरलोबल आर्टरीज पे फ्लो हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे है. ठीक है. ये जो जगह है ये सब जगह में ब्लड फ्लो हो जाएगा. अंडरस्टैंड. And afterwards it will flow to the renal column. So this is the renal column. Understand? Through the renal column to reach the renal cortex. So, so all these are the columns, and afterwards it will come to the cortex. So this is the cortex. Understand? All these areas, na? All these areas, all these areas are the cortex. Did you understand till here? I'll repeat again. First comes the renal artery. Understand? And the renal artery, after the renal artery, it is divided into different segmental arteries. So all these are the segmental arteries. And after the segmental arteries, the blood will flow to the interlobal artery. So all these are the interlobal artery. All this, all this. And afterwards, the blood will flow to the cortex through the renal column, with the help of the renal column, like they will the blood will flow. So all these are the renal column, and afterwards they will flow, I mean the blood will flow towards the cortex. So all these are the cortex. Okay, did you understand till here? Yes or no? Okay. Okay, so we have discussed the interlobal arteries, right? So the interlobal artery, so this is the interlobar artery. After that, uh, it is divided into arcuate arteries. So all these are the arcuate arteries. Understand? Means after the cortex, it will come towards the arcuate arteries. So all these are the arcuate arteries, which you will find in the kidney. Understand? And after the arcuate arteries, so all these are the arcuate arteries, it will come to the interlobular artery. So all these they are like branches, it's not it. So they will go and flow towards the interlobular arteries. And in the interlobal arteries, what you will find the efferent arteriole. In the interlobular artery, you will find uh, efferent arteriole. Understand? Efferent arteriole. So in the efferent arteriole, what you will find that about 1.3 million nephrons are there inside the afferent, means inside this. So the nephrons, we have discussed in the previous semester, the nephrons are located where? In between the cortex and the medulla. It's not it. So uh, after the interlobular arteries, what will happen? The blood will flow towards the afferent arteriole, which you will find in the nephrons. Understand? And the blood will pass like in I mean how many number of nephrons? About 1.3 million number of nephrons, like it will go and flow there. Understand? The blood, is it clear till here? Okay. And after that, the efferent arteriole, After the efferent arteriole, this is the nephron, don't get confused. So after the efferent arteriole, it will go towards the glomerular capillaries. So this is the glomerular capillaries, and they will go towards where? They will go towards the efferent arteriole. They will go towards the efferent arteriole. So this is the efferent arteriole. Understand? Okay. Then after the efferent arteriole, what you will find, the blood will go and flow towards the peritubular capillaries. So peritubular capillaries are all this. Means inside the nephron you will find, after the efferent arteriole, first is the efferent. It will go towards the glomerulus, right? After that it will go towards the efferent arteriole, and after the efferent arteriole it will go and pass towards the peritubular capillaries. So all these are the peritubular capillaries. Understand? So it will go towards this side. And after the peritubular capillaries, it will go where? It will again the blood will come towards the interlobular vein. Understand? Again. And after the interlobular vein, it will move towards the arcuate veins. And afterwards, it will come towards the interlobar artery. And again, they will go back to the renal vein. So in this way, the blood flow of kidney you will find. This is how the blood is flowed in the kidney. And some extra point is that, in the nephrons, what you will find, the blood is filtered. The blood is filtered by what? The blood is filtered by all these small blood vessels of the glomeruli, and after that it will come towards the renal vein. Means filtration is done, and after the filtration is being done, it will come through this, that is the renal vein. So this is a system. Okay, did you understand? First of all, tell me that. If you don't, I'll repeat again. Repeat. Okay. Okay, so how the blood is flowed in the kidney? So what will you find? You will find that the blood from the heart, it is a cardiovascular system, right? So from the heart, about 20 to 25%, it will come and enter towards the renal artery. So this is the first step. Understand? So this is the first step. It will come and flow towards the renal artery. Understand? And what you will find, since the inside the kidney, uh, the renal, means the renal vein, the renal artery, you will find that they are divided into different blood vessels, right? Blood vessels are what? Blood vessels are actually all these arteries, veins, capillaries. All together they are known as the blood vessels. Understand? So they will all go and reach towards the nephrons. Understand? Means they all are like united together, you can say. They all are united together, and they will go and reach the nephrons so that they will be able to do their function properly. Is it clear till here? Means they are divided into smaller veins, larger veins, capillaries, all this. So unless and until they won't reach the nephrons, like they won't be able to function. It's not it. So that's why they have to go and reach the nephrons so that they will be able to function, so that they will be able to filter the blood. Understand? Did you understand till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Next is, let's come to the blood flow again. Okay. So when the blood is flowed in the renal artery, So after the renal artery, what you will find some segmental arteries. So segmental arteries are all this. They are divided. You can see them as like branches. It's not it. All this, all this. Understand? So all these are known as segmental arteries. So the blood will go and flow towards the segmental arteries. Understand? Okay, so after the segmental arteries, what you will find some interlobar. Lobar comes first, understand? So the after the segmental artery, the blood will flow towards the interlobal arteries. So all these are lobal arteries. All this, all this, understand? All these are known as interlobal arteries. And these interlobal arteries, they will pass through the renal column. So all these are renal column. Understand all these are known as renal column. And after the renal column, they will reach where they will reach, or else they will go through the cortex. So all this means the space, or what we can say, yeah. All these places are the cortex. So they will go and the blood will go and pass here in the cortex. Understand? To the cortex. Okay, after the cortex, where the blood will pass, means after the cortex, it will go to the arcuate arteries. So all these are the arcuate arteries. Understand? So all these are the arcuate arteries. Okay. After the arcuate arteries, what will happen? It will come to the interlobular artery. So all these are the interlobular arteries, just like branches you can see, right? So all these are the interlobular artery. And in the interlobular artery, what you will find that finally they will reach the nephron. And in the nephron, what you will find first thing is the efferent arterioles. It's not it. Efferent arterioles. And in these efferent arterioles, what will you find? You will find that like it will go to the about 1.5 million number of nephrons in each kidney. Understand? The blood will go and flow towards the nephrons. So the first part which you will find is the efferent arteriole. So inside the efferent arteriole, like the blood will uh, go through in each side of the kidney. That is the right side and the left side. Okay. So after the efferent arteriole, the blood will go and pass towards the glomerular capillaries. This is the glomerular capillaries. It's not it. So after the glomerular capillaries, the blood will flow and pass towards this efferent arteriole. So this is the efferent arteriole. Understand? And after the efferent arteriole, the blood will go and flow towards the peritubular capillaries. So all these are the peritubular capillaries. It's not it. This one. First is the efferent, then glomerular capillaries, and after that it comes the efferent, and after that it comes the peritubular capillaries. So all these are the peritubular capillaries. It's not it. Did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. After that, the peritubular capillaries, where it will flow, the blood will flow again to the interlobular vein. So this is the interlobular vein, and afterwards it will flow towards the arcuate veins, and afterwards it will flow again towards the interlobar veins. So all these are the interlobar veins, and finally they will come through the renal vein. And all this process, no, like the blood flow, like starting from the renal artery, segmental artery, all these are the process of like filtering the blood. Understand? Filters. They filters the blood, and finally like they will come out through the renal vein. So this is a system. So this is how the blood flows, or else the blood is passed in the kidney. Is it clear?
Yes,
Everyone is clear? Or not clear? Clear or not clear? Haboklang, are you clear? Haboklang, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you clear about the blood flow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then if it is clear, then um, Rudolph, can you hear me, Rudolph? Rudolph, okay then. Uh, Senkamchi, Senkamchi, R. Marak, can you hear me? What happened? Samuel, can you hear me? Samuel, Krishna, Krishna, can you hear me? What happened? None of you can hear me. Who can hear me then? Rashmi, can you hear me? Rashmi Sonowal. Rashmi, can you hear me? Hello.
Ma'am, can I be able to hear you?
Okay, wait. What about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What is the percentage of the blood flow of kidney? Means the card. What is the percentage of the cardiac output in the kidney? Like how much percentage of blood flows means from the heart to the kidney? Can anybody tell me the answer?
20 to 25%, ma'am.
Okay, 20 to 25%. First, the blood will come where? To the renal vein or the renal artery?
Renal artery.
Renal artery. Okay. Again, the renal artery, it is divided into what artery? I don't want same student repeating again and again. Huh? I want all the students to participate. Why only Srijana is telling me the answer? What happened to the rest students? Melvina, Wycombe, can you answer me? Like the renal artery, na? It is divided into different arteries. So what is the name of that artery?
Ma'am, segmental arteries.
Okay, segmental arteries. Okay, after the segmental arteries, the blood will flow towards where? You please continue.
Interlobular artery.
Interlobal artery. Okay, after that, okay, let me show you the diagram, na? Then you will be able to answer more clearly. Okay, interlobar artery. After interlobal artery, where?
Arcuate arteries, ma'am.
Arcuate arteries. Okay, after that,
Interlobular Arteries.
Okay, after that,
Efferent Arteriole. No, I can't pronounce.
efferent arteriole, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the efferent arteriole you will find in the nephrons. It's not it. 1.3 million number of nephrons. So the blood will go and enter towards the nephrons. So the first nephron, okay, efferent. Okay, okay, good, Wycombe. Okay, Rashmi, you please continue. After efferent arteriole, where it will go? Which artery?
Arteries.
What artery? Glomerular Glomerular capillaries. It's not it. Wait, let me show you. Okay, afferent. Then after that, this one, right? The glomerular capillaries. It's not it. And afterwards, it will go the efferent arteriole. And after the efferent arteriole, it will go to which capillaries? Which capillaries? In the picture itself, the answer is already there. Rashmi. Yes? Can you please tell me? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, after that, where it will go? Peritubular, no? Peritubular capillaries. It's not it.
Yes, ma'am.
Peritubular. Okay. Okay, after that, where it will go? Surajit, you please continue. After peritubular capillaries. Surajit Kalita, you please continue. After peritubular capillaries, where will the blood go or pass? Tumpe, can you hear me? Tumpe. Tumpe. Okay, Darshana, you please continue. After peritubular artery, where it will go? Oh, sorry, capillaries, where it will go?
Okay, ma'am. Peritubular artery, ma'am.
What artery? After peritubular artery, where it will go, the blood?
Peritu.
Peritubular
Peritu.
capillaries, na? It already went. It's not it. So after that, the blood will flow where? Where? Interlobular veins. It's not it. Here, again it will come.
Yes.
Understand? Then again arcuate veins. And after that, the arcuate veins, it will come to the interlobar artery. So all these are the interlobar arteries. And finally, they will reach the renal vein. Understand? So all this process, like the blood flow na, in the kidney, so all this starting from the renal artery, all this what happens here, there will be filtration of blood. All this process starting from the renal artery till the renal vein. So all this process like is the process of filtration of blood in the kidney. Is it clear? Hello, am I audible? Hello, hello, am I audible? Okay, then that's all for today's class.